In today's video, I want to discuss why the Bitcoin price is currently dumping and what is causing that, and also why Christie's first Bitcoin inscription auction may or may not be a big deal. And if you find either of these interesting, then definitely stick around and let's get into it. Hello, I hope you're having a wonderful evening and welcome in. My name is Josh and this is the CryptoBits channel. I discuss all things Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and try to help you stay informed. Now, let's discuss why Bitcoin's price is currently down. So, as you can currently see here, Bitcoin's price is currently down to 68,000 from 72,700 the other day. Now, looking into why that happened, I came across two articles here that I can read through for you. And one of them discusses how liquidations of traders on the buying side is causing the price to come down. Bitcoin buckles below 69K as crypto bulls endure 175 million in liquidations. Bitcoin is showing resilience despite the slip, but the corrective period might continue for a while before a return to growth, one observer noted. And it says Bitcoin and Ether dropped 4%, while Solana and Doge lost 6 to 7% in the past 24 hours. The move lower triggered the largest amount of leveraged long liquidations in a week. And this is why trading can be very, very dangerous, especially using leverage. Bitcoin buckled below 69,000 as cryptocurrency slid Tuesday, pairing optimism after Monday's rally. Bitcoin slipped as low as 68,580 from above 71,000. The largest cryptocurrency by market cap was recently priced near 69,000, down about 4% over the past 24 hours, CoinDesk data shows. The drop echoed through the crypto markets, with the broad market CoinDesk 20 index losing 3.2% in the same period. Ether fell below 3,500, almost 4% lower, and major altcoins Solana and Doge slid as much as 6% to 7%. The declines led to almost 200 million worth of leveraged derivatives trading positions being liquidated across all digital assets as of 1545. The overwhelming majority, some 175 million worth of positions, were longs, betting on prices to rise. This was the largest daily leverage long flush in a week. The data shows suggesting that leverage traders were caught off guard. While Bitcoin's Monday breakout above 70,000 prompted some analysts to predict higher prices, some technical analysis indicated a different conclusion. Monday's high prices was below the record highs recorded in March, meaning that the subdued prices might continue for a while before targeting fresh highs, according to Joe Kruger, a market strategist at LMAX Group. And here he also says Bitcoin continues to demonstrate remarkable resilience, finding support amidst a period of consolidation. He said in an emailed note, the daily chart hints at a potential lower top around 71,800, suggesting the possibility of corrective price action before a fresh attempt at record highs. Now, that summarizes this article, and this is just one of the reasons why Bitcoin is currently dumping. Now, we know that when it comes to traders in the market, we see volatility based on which way the market participants are heavily betting towards. So sometimes the price will rocket up because there are a lot of shorts that become liquidated and vice versa. And that's what we are seeing here. Now, that is just one of the reasons why we are currently down. But another one here also explains that Grayscale, of course, Grayscale, right? So Grayscale's outflows outmatch the demand and inflows that we saw for today. So it says here, Bitcoin ETFs experience massive outflows as Grayscale bleeds 303 million worth of Bitcoin. GBT's significant outflow signals shifting investor sentiment towards Bitcoin spot ETFs. Despite GBTC outflows, new ETFs contributed to a net increase in Bitcoin holdings. Bitwise BitB ETF emerges as a top performer amidst overall weak ETF inflow figures. Total net outflows from Bitcoin spot ETFs reached 223 million yesterday, marking a significant shift in capital movement within the cryptocurrency investment sphere. As per Wu Blockchain, an analytic firm, among the notable changes, Grayscale ETF GBTC experienced a substantial single-day net outflow of 303 million, indicating a noteworthy departure of funds from this particular avenue. Conversely, the Bitwise ETF NYSE emerged as a standout performer, witnessing a single-day net inflow of approximately 40 million, showcasing investor confidence in this asset class. And here is a tweet by the Wu Blockchain Association. The total net outflows from the Bitcoin spot ETFs yesterday were 223 million. Grayscale ETF GBTC saw a single day net outflow of 303 million. The Bitcoin spot ETF with the largest single day net inflows was Bitwise ETF NYSE with a single day net inflow of approximately 40.33 million. And they have a chart here that is indicating the inflows and outflows over a certain time period. And as we can see yesterday, we have a red bar showing that the cumulative, which means overall of all the trading, we have seen a outflow of Bitcoins. So this is another reason why Bitcoin's price has been down for today. But we know long term the price will still go up and to the right. But I want to finish this article here. It says the dynamics of capital flows within the cryptocurrency ETF landscape have been subject to fluctuations in recent days. Monday, April 8th, saw a collective outflow of 224 million from 11 newly launched spot Bitcoin ETFs as per preliminary data from Farside Investors. This reversal in trend follows 4 consecutive days of inflows, during which institutional investment products accumulated a total net of 570 million. Grayscale's GBTC, in particular, has been under scrutiny, with its largest outflow since March 25th, 2024, shedding 303 million in a single day, equivalent to around 4,300 Bitcoin. Notably, the total outflow from GBTC since its conversion to a spot ETF in January has reached 15.8 billion, representing 48% of the BTC held before the conversion. Despite the outflows from GBTC, newly launched ETFs collectively acquired 520,544 Bitcoins over 3 months, resulting in a net increase of approximately 220,000 Bitcoin, as observed by HODL 15 Capital. However, traditional investment giants like BlackRock and Fidelity experienced subdued inflow days, with 21 million and 6.3 million respectively. And they have a chart here indicating all of the inflows and outflows that are being accumulated by the spot ETFs. And we are seeing here, they've pointed out that, again, that the net negative in the Bitcoin price is due to the GBTC outflows. So Grayscale, I think they should probably tamper down on the selling, because they do know that if they continue at this pace, they will eventually run out of Bitcoins and then they will miss out. But I believe that the investors that are selling are the ones who bought a year ago and have seen a significant return on their investment. So good for them. It says here, to finish this out, the standout performer amidst the varied ETF movements was the Bitwise BitB ETF, which garnered an inflow of 40 million. Meanwhile, ARK shares secured the third position with 9 million inflow. However, overall ETF inflow figures remain relatively weak. Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas highlighted that BlackRock and Fidelity have maintained cash positions for 59 consecutive days, now ranking among the top 20 all-time. This trend unfolds against the backdrop of Bitcoin prices hitting their highest levels in over 3 weeks, touching 72,500 in late trading on April 8th before experiencing a minor pullback. So it looks like the institutions like Fidelity and BlackRock are currently sitting on the sidelines. So I imagine that they are currently waiting for a pullback, or they expect the Bitcoin price is going to go down due to the halving, because that's what it has done in the past. But there are no guarantees that this could happen. But we can see that this is what they are expecting. Coming back to the chart here, I have went back about 60 days to where Fidelity um, sold their position. And as you can see here, they got out at around 47,500. So they have been on the sideline while this move has happened and took us up another 55%. So I'm sure that the people who were selling there possibly had gotten in at an even better price, maybe in the 15,000, 16,000 range, but there's no guarantee. I don't know for sure, but that would seem to make a little bit more sense to me why they were to sell so early. But they may be seeing a pullback, and they may have been correct in waiting, because currently it looks like we've kind of hit some resistance here, and we're hitting some resistance here. So we could be falling over and coming back down to maybe in this area here. This won't give them back. I don't think they will see 47,000 ever again, at least not in the next 2 years or even ever. But we do know that they are in cash on the sidelines. And the last topic that I'd like to discuss is why Christie's first Bitcoin inscriptions auction matters. With the halving and a new tech set to give ordinals a further lift, Bitcoin-based inscriptions are demonstrating staying power and some advantages over NFTs. Christie's is taking notice with a new initiative. NFTs aren't for everyone. In the years since non-fungible tokens first entered public consciousness, there has been a fierce backlash against what is essentially just a way of authenticating data. Part of this negativity was as a response to the gross financialization and speculation around these tokens, and environmental concerns that have since basically been resolved by Ethereum switched to proof of stake in 2022. However, the general public's distaste of NFTs hasn't stopped the art industry from embracing them. In 2021, Christie's auction house made history with the 69 million sale of Beeple's Everyday's collage. Since then, the storied company has expanded further into the realm of crypto, including countless NFT auctions, investments in Web3 firms via Christie's Ventures, and even the launch of its own NFT marketplace, Christie's 3.0. The company, founded before the birth of the American Republic, is taking this one step further today through its first auction of inscriptions. The NFT-like tokens on Bitcoin made possible by Casey Rodarmer's Ordinals protocol. The Ordinal MaxiBiz sale, although not the first inscription auction, because Sotheby's beat its closest competitor to the punch late last year, is something of a turning point for Ordinals, and a signal that these objects, the art, may just have staying power. Slowly but surely, people are getting very interested. Christie's director of digital art sales, Nicole Sales-Giles, told CoinDesk in an interview, the market has matured quite significantly since the boom in 2021 when Christie's first got involved. We don't take our responsibility lightly. This is a meaningful statement from Sales-Giles, who was instrumental in setting up Beeple's auction that first brought public attention to NFTs. While the auction house doesn't yet have current plans for more inscription sales, Sales-Giles said that this was just the beginning of its move into the world of inscriptions. The works at auction were curated by pseudonymous Ordinals advocate and OMB co-creator ZK Shark, and contain works by artists Tony Tefero and Birkenbags. Each auction lot has a starting bid of 100, a callback to the starting price of the Beeple's auction, which was set at that price because Christie's didn't really fully understand the market at that time, Sales-Giles said. There's an argument to be made that Ordinals represents a significant technological advancement over NFTs, in part because it's a method that actually allows artists to inscribe data directly on chain. In contrast, NFTs are better thought of as digital signatures for data that often exists elsewhere. Because they exist on someone else's server, they can't truly be owned. An example of how this can go wrong happened after the disastrous collapse of FTX. When the exchange went down, the images associated with 1.5 million worth of NFTs minted at the Coachella Festival became inaccessible because it was stored on an FTX website. With ordinals, the only way for the data to be erased is if Bitcoin goes down. I don't think inscriptions will ever fully replace current NFT token standards like ERC 721, SalesGal said, mentioning the current file limitations of inscriptions that can prevent artists from minting data-intensive things like HD videos on chain. There's still going to be a market for every new technology that's come up. But the auction comes at an interesting time for inscription adoption. Currently, 2 of the 5 largest NFT projects by market capitalization, Runestones and Node Monkeys, are built on Bitcoin, according to CoinGecko data, and ordinals are less than a year old. While the Bitcoin community has torn itself apart over the question of whether ordinals is destroying something that is meant to primarily be a monetary network and driving up transaction fees, it's clear that inscriptions aren't going away. As ZK Shark noted in a recent X post, Bitcoin has been both a system for transferring value and storing data since the very beginning, with Satoshi Nakamoto inscribing the blockchain's genesis with a message to the world. We are interested in the artistic, historical story around those collections, SalesGal said. It's really interesting to us to see the zeitgeist form around this community. And that is the end of the article. And for anybody who doesn't know what Christie's is, that Christie's is an auction house that was founded in December 5th, 1766 in London. This has been around for a very, very long time, and it is privately owned. They sell a lot of antiques and artwork. They are famous for selling this art piece to Leonardo da Vinci, Salvator Mundi, for $450 million, along with the co-founder of Microsoft, Paul Allen, where they ended up selling around $1.6 billion worth of art from his collection after he passed away. Rest in peace. But Christie's is a very big deal because they have a lot of whales and very influential people who run very large businesses and companies around the world who spend millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars on artwork. So we definitely want to capture that audience because they have a tremendous amount of cash and money that they can bring to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. We are only about 9 days and 16 hours out from the Bitcoin halving. So there is not a whole lot of time before the scarcity is driving up even more. And taking a look back here over the overall cryptocurrency market, we are just down 3.37%, which may be significant depending on which coin you're in. But if you're in Bitcoin, you're only down 3.7%. But as you can see here, Ethereum is down 6%, BNB 1%. So the percentages are different, but as a general, I believe that altcoins and things that are not Bitcoin are usually down more. So when we are going down, you usually want to either be in stable coins or Bitcoin, but the altcoins generally will go down much harder. As you can see here, Solana, another popular coin, to 170 from 215. And some of these other coins, Ton coin has been doing tremendously well for the past 7 days. But looks like everything else is pretty much down for the day. But Tensor Tau has done well over the 24 hours in past week. Let's see what else here in the top 100. Phantom. Okay. But Jupiter is down 18%. BitGet up week. Pendle. Okay. Yes, but in general, you can see that most of the market's down, but you never want to feel yourself out of your position. The best thing you can do is just hold for now as we go into the halving, because we have no idea whether or not we are going to go up or if we're going to go down. Now, with all of that said, what I'm going to be doing is sticking to my DCA strategy and accumulating as much as possible leading up to this halving. I am not worried if I am buying the top. Hopefully, I am buying the bottom, but I am comfortable whether or not the price goes up or if it goes down as long as I'm in a position. But this is what I'm doing, and what you may do is going to be different based on your circumstances and your strategy. But none of this is financial advice, and you must do your own research and make sure that you're making your own informed decisions, because you are ultimately responsible for anything that you may do in this market. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and leave a comment below with any ideas you may have. I hope that you find some of this information useful, and thank you all for watching. And to remember, as always, keep calm and crypto.